Hi guys, it's Ulrich with Guitar Ingenuity. I hope you're doing well. Today I'm going to kick off a new series of guitar videos. Essentially, I guess I can call them guitar questions to keep it very generic and general. I want to cover in each video a question that I received from you, being a student or a subscriber to the website or to my YouTube channel. And I thought it's a good opportunity to just get these questions answered to the extent possible. There are some questions that I simply can't answer. For those that I can answer, I will do a separate video. So the first question in this series is it hard to learn to play the guitar? And that's a seemingly trivial question that would deserve a straightforward answer, but it's unfortunately not that straightforward because we all have different standards when it comes to determine what's hard and not hard. I guess the underlying problem is that with the presence of the internet and all the offers that you see, it kind of suggests that you can learn to play guitar in your sleep, or, that's probably a little extreme, or by putting in very little effort. So there are all these offers out there, these courses or programs. They suggest you can play like Hendrix in, 2-3 weeks or something like that. I'm making this up, but you probably get the point. It goes to the extent that I found actually an offer where they suggested learn guitar in your sleep, and I did a spoof on that on my website, trying to ridicule the whole notion that it would be remotely possible to put on a set of headphones, go to sleep, and then essentially do that for a couple of days, and you wake up and then you can just play guitar. That's just nonsense, obviously. But it's not the single offers, it's the totality of that notion and that suggestion that learning guitar is really not that complicated anymore. Back in the days, people had to practice. Well, the truth is, you still have to practice. There is just no other way around. Things have become much easier with the advent of the internet because you have much more resources available, or DVDs, or all kinds of different things. So that has become much easier. But nonetheless, I think if you're a guitar starter, or if you're thinking about starting to learn to play the guitar, it's probably a little bit harder than you would think. So what does that mean, harder? What does it mean, putting in the effort? Well, it comes down to practice. If you want to learn something new, and that includes an instrument such as the guitar, you have to practice in order to master that skill. So there are no hard and fast rules, but if you are a beginner, and as I suggest in my beginner's guitar course, for example, if you can do 5 to 6 days a week, 20 minutes each, you're in very good shape. Here's the problem. Most of you who hear this, 20 minutes a day, 5 to 6 days, piece of cake, I can easily do that. Well, that might be true for the first couple of weeks, but what typically happens once things get a little bit more challenging, the interest drops off, and then other things become more important. So it's very important that you keep a consistency as you practice and don't slack off. So to sum up, is it hard to learn to play guitar? I would put it this way. It's probably a little bit harder than you think, simply because there's this idea out there that everything is much, much easier these days, which is true to some extent, yet you are still required to put in the effort. You're still required to be committed, to have the willingness to practice and to keep up a consistent level of practice on a regular basis. However, if you're willing to do that, you're in pretty good shape. And if you can, in fact, put into 20 minutes, 5 to 6 days per week, then learning to play guitar is actually relatively easy. Now, some of us are simply more talented than others. For example, I am not talented at all. I had to work much, much harder to get the same results compared to someone who has more talent and who is more musical. Yet I was determined. I was willing to put in the effort. And the truth of the matter is, you can get to the same result it may just require you to work a little bit harder. So crucial for you is to have access to the right tools to get you started. Now, I don't want to cover in this video, but in one of the next videos, how you can go about figuring out what is the right way for you to learn to play the instrument. Do you want to work with a teacher? Do you want to go on? Do you want to do it online? Do you want to sign up for a guitar course, a free guitar course, or whatever that may be? We will cover that in a separate video. But if you want to get started in the meantime, just to continue the thought process, what I invite you to do is check out the beginner's guitar course. It's completely free of charge. There's no money involved. There's no email sign up, no membership. There's the link somewhere here, I believe. You can just click on it and just get the process started, because in the first couple of lessons, we really cover a lot of the questions that you may have at this point as you try to figure out how to go about learning the instrument. So I hope it was helpful. Happy to discuss everything in more detail with you. Feel free to leave a comment. Feel free to leave questions. Please leave a like before you go, and also subscribe to my channel. I see you in a little bit when we cover the next question. Till then, bye-bye.